Hello, good evening. How are you all doing? This is Smrutha here, and I would like to talk to you about the upcoming Saree competition that is being held by the Tamil Academy. Whilst the comparing on the main day is going to be in Tamil, we thought it would make sense to release a video in English so that we can set expectations and explain to people, what's going to happen on the day, what the rules and regulations are. So I hope you find this useful, and I hope it clarifies all the questions that you have. And believe me, we've received a lot of questions from the time we announced this competition. But before I proceed further, I just want to remind you that there are only 10 places and we've already received 7 registrations. So if you haven't registered and you want to participate, now is the time. Please do register. We have very limited places and we don't want you to lose out. Okay, so what's going to happen on the day? So the day is 18th of May. It's going to be held in Southend. You've all got the address on the flyer. Okay. We urge participants to come as early as 12 p.m. Okay, so we want you to be there earlier so that you can have your lunch and then be prepared for the 2 rounds that we are going to hold for the participants. Round 1 is about self-sari draping. Okay, so it's about how well can you tie the sari on yourself within the timeline allocated, which is 12 minutes. Okay, you're not allowed to take in a volunteer or a helper because this round is about how you can drape the sari on yourself elegantly. And we do have a restriction on the type of sari you can bring. We urge you to bring only silk saris because silk saris are a little more, difficult to drape than a normal organza sari that you can see designer wear. Okay. The sari should not be pre-pleated, so we will check this before letting you in. Okay, there will be a log, so we will enter the time that you go in, and you will be given a dedicated space, by the way. So there'll be a lot of space, a lot of privacy. You don't have to worry about that. We will log your time in and time out so that we know, if you've done your draping within the 12 minutes allocated. Okay. So the function is going to start at 2 o'clock on the dot. So as we said, you'll be there prior. The audience will start coming in from 1 o'clock, so 1 to 2 is the time for them to have lunch. So at 2, when, the participants are ready, they will come out to showcase the sari. So the judges, I'm one of them. We will, go through the participants, ask them a few questions. We will release a separate video on what the judges are looking for in terms of criteria and marking scheme. But broadly, you will be given a chance to explain why you chose that particular type of sari. Maybe you have an incident to share or, a happy memory regarding that type of sari. So that's your few minutes to talk about, why you chose it, how you draped it, etc. But we'll give you more on how we will mark you on your sari draping skills. The second round will then be about draping sari for another person, right? Because as most of you know, with a sari, one thing is to drape it on yourself and a little more difficult to drape it on somebody else, again, within the allocated time, which is 15 minutes, and to do it, elegantly. 15 minutes, so you get 3 minutes more than self-draping because obviously it's a little more difficult to drape a sari for someone else. Okay, so that's your second round where you will drape the sari for a volunteer. We ask you to bring the volunteer yourself. So from a volunteer's point of view, they would, they could wear a top and either an inskirt or a pant and that's how they'll be ready for you to drape a sari on them. You might be concerned about your privacy there again. We assure you that this is an all-women event, including, the photographers there. So, and we will respect your privacy. We will not be taking any photos during the draping. It will only be after. But, be assured that we will make sure that you feel comfortable. Okay. And then obviously it's the culmination of the results of both rounds that will determine the winner. Okay. Now, I've talked about what happens to the participants. What is it in it, for an audience? Why should you guys come in as an audience, even if you're not a participant? I think if you're a sari lover, you should definitely come in as an audience because it'd be lovely to see, people draping the sari. But we also have something for you. So we will have a quiz where we're going to ask you about different types of saris to just test your knowledge for fun. And, so we have some fun questions, and we'd like to see how well you knew your sari, the origin, etc. And the other fun part is at the end, after the competition is over, all of us together will, walk the ramp with our beautiful saris. So I think that's, again, going to be super fun. We'll have peppy music played. You want to dance to it, you want to do a catwalk, your call. Okay, so the aim is to have fun. So I hope we've answered some of the queries that you have in mind. If we haven't covered any point and you still want to get things clarified, please, message Swathi. So Swathi is our coordinator from the Muthamal Academy. Her number is on the flyer. And looking forward to speaking to you again from a judge point of view with my co-judge, Renee. So we will clarify, our marking scheme and how we're basically going to, rate all of you. Thank you so much. Have fun. Bye-bye.